Prince the producer.
Green.
Oh my god! That boy a sniper.
Green. Pussy. Pull off my cord.
2 hands up.
North at 1600. Yes, sir.
Look at him! Look at Buddy shimmying!
Back. That's a 2-inch flash. Good shit.
Hey, it's me.
That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing now. That's what we're doing. Yeah. Green.
I wanted the nugget, yo. I ain't lying to you.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Taylor God, and today I want to bring y'all a video on how to become the best shooter you could be. This isn't a top jump shots video. This is about a lot more than just jump shots. This is about just how to be a good shooter in the park, in pro-am, in my career, whatever. With these tips right here, you guys will become a much better shooter, because especially shooting in this game is really weird, to be honest. It's a lot different than 18. It's a bit harder in my opinion, but at the same time, it's a bit easier too. It's hard to explain, but if you guys follow these tips right here in this video, you guys will become better shooters, I promise you. I'm not going to show y'all my jump shot because honestly you're gonna have to wait for the top 3 jump shots video for that, because this is absolute fire. And as you see when I drop these gameplay clips, I be hitting. But that isn't only because of the jump shot being fire, but also because I know how to shoot, and because of things like this in this video, like these tips I show y'all. If you follow these tips, I'm gonna make sure that you guys can hit from half too. So hit that like button for me. Let's try to get 250 likes on this video. And if you're new, and hit that sub button, hit that notification button as well. Join notification squad, never miss a video. Alright y'all, so we're gonna want to go on the options right here, and what I want you to do is go to your shot meter, and it's probably going to be like this, by hands, right? For most of y'all, you're going to have it by your hands. Me personally, I don't like having it by my hands because I feel like it's much too distracting, because as soon as it pops up, just naturally your eyes are just focused on it because it pops up right beside your player, right? I feel like that's too distracting. I personally have it under my feet at all times, but at the very least have it as hands and feet, because when you have it by your feet, when you have the ball on offense, wherever you are on the court, right? Let's say you're a pure slasher and your three-point shot's not good. If you're out at the 3-point line, your bar is going to be very small, so it gives you a frame of reference to know what your percentage is shooting from that area, right? If it's a very small bar, then you know you probably shouldn't take that shot. Let's say you have corner specialists though. If you go to the corner, it might be a little bit bigger, so you know, okay, maybe I can take this shot, you know what I mean? If you're a sharpshooter and you're way out, you're at like half court, and that bar is really small, you say, okay, maybe this isn't a good limitless shot for me. Maybe you step a little bit more inside, even though it's still far away, that limitless badge can be activated and it's a little bit bigger, right? Now that's why I have it by my feet, and also just because I feel like by the hands is much too distracting. But for this video right now, I'm gonna have it off completely because I want to show you guys that even without the shot meter, you can still hit greens as long as you know your cues, and cues is what we're gonna talk about right now. Look at this 2K. Look at this.
What are you doing here?
Hey, yo, what's up, man?
Yo,
No unskippable cutscenes this year, right? No unskippable cutscenes this year, right? 2K? Come on, bro. Alright, y'all, so we're finally out that dumbass cutscene. So, we're gonna hop in the shoot around right now. And like I said, I want to show you guys that even without the shot meter, you can still hit greens if you know your cues. Now, this jump shot right here, I'm gonna actually have to put this in my top 3 jump shots video because this one's absolute fire. As you see, excellent release right off rip because I know my cues. You gotta use a jump shot, even if, honestly, you could go around YouTube and type in best jump shot and use all these YouTubers jump shots. You could look at my jump shots, even though I feel like mine are the best, or agents are the best, whatever. Even agents I don't really feel like are that good compared to mine, to be honest. No hate. But you could go around YouTube and look at all these jump shots. They don't matter. If you get your own jump shot, you could have obviously, like, statistically, some jump shots are better than others. Some jump shots have better green windows than others, or faster releases than others, right? But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if you know your release and you're comfortable with your release, it doesn't matter. I know dudes who had some terrible jump shots last year, but they kept it on the entire year, so they were just green. They were automatic with it because you get used to it and you know your jump shot. If you get used to it and know your jump shot, that's a bit far. That's a bit far for a green. Obviously, it's still gonna hit because I still hit my cue, but limitless shots are a bit harder to green. So I keep talking about cues, and if you don't know what a cue is like what you use as your cue, right, to know when to release the ball, right? So for example, on this one right here, I use when the feet come together. When I see when he's reaching the apex of his jump and his feet begin to come together, that's when I'm gonna let it go. With jump shot 8, for example, he has a weird little jump on jump shot 8, the base release. He like jumps up and then kicks his feet back. When he kicks those feet back at the top of his jumper, that's when I'm gonna let that go. You know what I mean? Now let's say you're using a base jump shot that doesn't have too good of a cue, right? You have to use a release that has a cue. So there's 2 different types of releases in this game. There's I don't know, personally I just call it like a 1 motion and a 2 motion, right? So a 1 motion's like Steph Curry. Steph Curry, he's just gonna he has the ball and he just goes straight up from his face and he just like pushes it, you know what I mean? And then there's 2 motions like Paul George. Paul George, he'll pull it back right here, and then it's all in the elbows. It's 1, 2, right? So for example, Paul George is what I'll use if I'm using a base that's not too good with a cue, because Paul George has an easy cue. As soon as it's right here by his forehead, I let it go. So that second motion is going to be a green. And even Steph Curry, like, even though it's a 1 motion, those are harder to cue, and I like to match one motion releases with a better base. But even if you have something like Steph Curry, like, as soon as it comes in front of his face, that's when you want to let it go, right? It's all about cues in this game, bro. I'm telling y'all, like, it's not hard at all to be a good shooter. That was a bad release, to be honest, and it still dropped. And then off dribble is a whole nother thing. As you see right there, we're gonna hit a green. Off dribble releases this year, I would highly recommend running Steph Curry. Last year I ran Trey Burke. I don't think Trey Burke's is as good. I feel like they really they helped Steph Curry's jump shot this year, because Steph Curry's jump shot last year wasn't that good. His pull up was good, but his base jump shot wasn't that good. I feel like it's a lot better this year, and I also feel like his pull ups a lot better this year. But with the dribble pull ups, you just gotta make sure to release it a bit early. The dribble pull ups, you always gotta release earlier than your standard jump shot. And then also with the jump shots too, if you're ever pulling from limitless like out here, it's always better to release it earlier than later. So as you see right there, I release it early and I'm a hit. Alright, so this is what I meant when I was saying that you should have your shot meter by your feet. So as you see, if I'm all the way out here, that bar is gonna get real small. If that bar is real small, that's how I know this isn't a good shot, right? But all the way up here, that bar is real big. That's how I know it's my best shot, right? And then even in here, more down here by like the midi shot close area, hold up. As you see, it's moving a bit smaller. It's not as big as if it's by the 3. Because my midi isn't as good as the 3. As you see right here, like by the elbow, it's a little bit smaller. It's still high because I still have a high mid, but it's not as good as out here. And even if I go all the way back here, it's gonna get a little bit smaller, but like still a good amount to hit. I'm not gonna get a green right there, but we're still gonna hit on the early, because like I said, if you're shooting from limitless, you want to release it a bit early. So as you see right there, that's from half, and that's a green, y'all. That's a half green right there. Let me see if I can hit that twice in a row, then I'm just gross, to be honest. Oh no, I can't hit it twice. I'll hit the shot, but I can't hit the green twice. So as you see, my hot zones right here in the NBA, I got all my hot zones right there. In the park, I have all my hot zones too, other than the corner. Like, I really think the corner is broken this year, y'all. Like, I really can't hit from the corner at all. And even on the other side where it says I'm hot, I think that's more from above near like near the arc. I don't actually think that's in the corner because I avoid corner shots completely. As you see, if I show you my badges right here, you see my badges, max limitless range, almost max catch and shoot, almost gold deep range deadeye. Deep range deadeye is really hard to get this year, and the fact that my deep range deadeye is the same progress as my corner specialist is a problem. I'm telling y'all, corner specialist is bugged out this year, y'all, for real. But that's it, y'all. Hopefully this video did help you guys become better shooters. If it did, leave a like and a comment, let me know. Like I said before, if you're new and hit that sub button, hit that notification button as well, join notification squad, never miss a video. Watch that boy hit that thing. Hey, yeah, get crazy with it, get crazy. Hey. Nah, that animation's fire, y'all. Alright, y'all, thank you for watching. It's your boy Tay the God, and I'm out.
Young nigga, I'm just tryna run through a check. Soon as you get a necklace, they be aiming for your neck. Half of these men who damn me at it ain't got no respect. And these catches used to curb me, now they wanna have sex. Goddamn, I'm just getting